again. Hope everybody has a good one, and it works out great for everybody. That's all I got. KC8, KZM, back to net control.
Yeah, Bob, thanks, sir. Same to y'all. Anybody else mobile or short term? Alright, nothing hurts, so we'll go ahead and take our RF check-ins. RF check-ins first, if you're out there and you can hear me and you're on the radio and you'd like to join us, hey, give me a call. KI4LH.
KK4, IAF, Bob, and Red Oak.
KK4IF, Bob, got you in there, sir. Next RF check-in.
November Oscar 7, Golf X-ray, Greg, Leesburg.
Alright, N07GX, Greg, got you in there, and someone doubled with Greg. Try it again.
Net control, Whiskey Victor 1, Tango Papa Romeo.
And WV1 TPR, got you in there, Rusty. Next check-in.
Kilowatt 8 X-ray radio, Larry.
KXR, Larry, got you in there, sir. Next check-in.
Yeah, 4 VLG, Joe and
Sierra, Wendy, and St. Catherine.
KI4VLG, Joe, got you in there. And then Wendy, WW4LS, got you in there as well. Next check-in.
K0ING, Brian.
K0ING, got you in there, Brian. Next check-in.
NV2P, November Victor 2, Papa, Peter.
And V2P, got you in there, Peter. Next check-in.
KQ4 WYL is Red Oaks.
And KQ4WIL, got you, Giz. Next check-in.
KN4NRY, Shannon, Scrambletown.
And KN4NRY, got you in there, Jim. Next check-in. Any additional RF check-ins for the Friday free-for-all net?
Whiskey 9 Echo Juliet Hotel, Earl, Red Oak.
W9EJH, got you, Earl. Any additional RF check-ins?
KX4RS, Bobby and Webster.
KX4RS, got you, Bobby. Next RF check-in. Alright, well, I'm switching over to the All-Star and SWLing side here for a minute. Ed, KC2YPV, KC2YPV, you here with us, sir?
Good evening to you and everybody on the net, KC2YPV, Ed, Staten Island, New York. Wishing everybody a happy 2025. Back to net control, KC2YPV.
Alright, Ed, got you in there, sir, thank you. And then Nate, KO4RBG.
Evening, Gene, and Ralph on that, KO4RBG, St. Catherine, standing by.
Alright, thank you, sir. And do we have anybody coming in through the NA4DA, the NA4DA 442.775 out of Ocala? Alright, nothing heard. Do we have anybody from anywhere by any means? Anybody else out there like to join us for the Friday free-for-all night tonight? Alright, anyone have anything for the trader's net, swap net, whether you want to sell or buy or anything of that nature? Alright, anyone have anything for the technical net tonight? Alright, how about anything on the informational net tonight? Giz, KQ4WYL, did you want to ask about your HF antenna situation there for yourself in the park? You're more than welcome to. I mean, information-wise, you can see what others might have to say, or if anybody has a vertical HF antenna for sale.
This is KQ4WYL. I actually took a ride down to the ham radio outlet and picked one up today, and so that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, get this set up.
Oh, well, you worked pretty dadgum quick then. I think it was just yesterday we talked about that. Alright, well, good luck with getting it all set up then and everything. Alrighty, well, then we will hit the tree here, and first up's going to be Rusty, WV1 TPR, who's also the assistant net control station in case something happens to me and I got to drop out for a minute. So Rusty, over to you, sir.
Good evening, Gene. Good evening, everybody on the net. Not much going on here, just in the middle of baking a bunch of cow pile cookies, and they didn't turn out just right, so they truly do look like a big cow pile, so that's about it. So we'll hand it back to you and wish everybody a Happy New Year. WV1 TPR.
K4HOG.
Well, you know, Rusty, it's not necessarily what they look like, it's like what they taste like, you know? So, yeah, it's about the taste. Of course, it's the mental factor of getting past the looks. That's a whole different story, but yeah, keep practicing. We'll let you practice some more. All right, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being the assistant net control station there in case you're needed. All right, let's see. Bob, KK4IAF, be over to you, sir. We're getting a little chilly up there where you're from.
Oh, good evening, Gene. Everyone on that. Yeah, you're right about that. I talked to my sister-in-law today. They had 14 inches of snow yesterday, and she said it's still snowing. You're supposed to get another 12 to 14 inches today. So I'm glad I'm down here. Anyway, that's about all the excitement I've got, Gene. I guess we'll see everybody in the morning. Back to that. KK4IAF.
All right, Bob. I appreciate you being here, sir, and yeah, hope to see you in the morning. And Greg, that'll take us over to you, sir. NO7GX.
Yeah, really appreciate it there, Gene. This is NO7GX, Greg here, Leesburg. And today has just been one of those small take care of things. Like a pedicure that I needed for months. That was the first thing. And it finally worked out my feet really well. It's just one of those things that, you know, you tend to put off, and it's like, yeah, okay, I need to get this done just to get cleaned up. And then after that was I finished having to make a small repair on an outdoor faucet here at home. And you just got to be careful when you get, or you dig into to the previous work so that you don't ruin any of the stucco. That came out well, just had to take it slowly and chip away at it, pun intended. But it came out nice, and I was able to replace the faucet and do a little work on insulation in anticipation of the cold weather we're going to be having here very soon. Other than that, staying warm, and oh yeah, to take the dogs out that's right, we had to take the dogs here for grooming. That was fun. They're happy now. They're cleaned up, and just a few more days and I'll be back to work. So Everyone have a great weekend out there in 07GX and back to net.
All right, Greg. Well, as far as it's going to get cold, I don't know. My weather gauge says 46 degrees. That's cold, way cold enough for me. I'm going to drop some more, I'm sure, before morning. As far as the pedicure, yeah, I got you. I can see putting that off. I'm 65. I've never had one, so, yep, I think I'll put it off for another another while. But anyways, appreciate you being here. I hope you have a good weekend there. And Larry, K8XR, that's going to bring us over to you, sir. Been a little while.
Yeah, it has. Happy New Year to everybody. And K8XR here. Enjoying the net here. It's good to hear everybody on. Not much traffic from here other than that, so I got a good list going here, so we'll get out of the way and let it continue on. Around the bend it goes and all that good stuff. Back to net, K8XR.
All right, Larry. Well, good to have you here, sir. As always, appreciate that. Hope y'all had a good Christmas and New Year's beginning there. And we'll see what 2025 has to hold for us all. So it's all good. All right, Joe, KI4 VLG. That brings us over to you, sir.
Good evening, Jane, and everybody on the net. Happy New Year to everybody. Just talked earlier about having a problem with my gate operator, and I called the company on it, and they sent me out a new arm and a new board for it. Put all that in today, and it seems to work better than it ever has. You know, even when it was, new, it didn't never work right, and looks like it's gonna be a good deal. So looking forward to that working for a while. It's been a while since I've had any problem with it and all, or had it working right. 73 to everybody out there. KI4 VLG. Back to you, Gene.
All right, Joe. Yeah, I know you had problems with that thing from the beginning there, so maybe they finally sent you the right parts or better parts or something, and hopefully it'll last you for a while. Hope so anyways. All right, Wendy, that'll bring us over to you, WW4LS.
Good evening, Gene, and everyone on the net. The doctor gave me some medicine, so I'm getting on the mend. So naturally, I still can't go anywhere, so I've been playing on the radio. And it's time for the Worldwide Award event. Anyone can participate. Stations from all over the world have activated. In fact, you can it's too late now to activate since they've already started it, but any station can activate with a special call sign and participate as an activator, or then there's the hunters, which I am. So I've been doing that since I can't leave the house. I was getting kind of bored, so I said, what can I do? And then I found that, so I've been doing that. Other than that, hope everybody has a great New Year and a good weekend. This is WW4LS, back to net control.
All right, Wendy. I definitely hate that you're quarantined, so to speak, but it's a nice part about amateur radio, right? You can still reach out and chat with folks, and you're not stuck totally, so it has a good point to that as well. But I hope you and Josh get to feeling better pretty soon. All right, Brian, K0ING, that brings us over to you, sir.
Well, thank you much. Wendy, I hope you get through what you got going on there. It was fun to be under the weather. But, I hope everybody had a good Christmas time, and definitely a good time to reflect on things. I hope everyone has a great New Year. Not been up to too much. Played some POTA this week, and see, tomorrow I got a birthday party to go to. My little grandson's gonna be 9. Oh, wow. Where'd that go? Man, 9 years. Good thing I try to spend a lot of time with him while he's young, because it just goes right by. Before you know it, he'll be a teenager and he won't want to come see Grandma and Grandpa no more. He'll be driving around in his new car with a girlfriend. We all know how that goes. Oh, man. But anyway, I'll let you go. It sounds like you got a pretty good list. I'd like to hear that. But everybody have a great weekend. K0ING.
Well, Brian, well, it might just be a little birthday party for him, but it's an important time for him, so it's an important party. So that's good. Hope everything goes well and he has a good time, and you too. Yeah, appreciate you being here as well. All right, Peter, NV2P, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Gene. Hello to everybody on the net tonight. Hope you had a great New Year and a safe one. Just been playing around today with this new radio that Santa brought me. Just hooking it up to a GMRS antenna, and it's amazing what the receive section of this radio can do. The bandwidth's pretty active today on 20 meters and 10 meters, and I was pulling out stations that I was really surprised to hear these things. They were way down in the mix, and this radio just got incredible receive, and I just can't wait to get my antenna, which is coming tomorrow. So I should hopefully tomorrow, if it's decent weather, I'll be able to put this thing up and place that GMRS antenna and get it working like immediately. So that's what my intention is tomorrow after breakfast, and hope to see everybody there. KF4LEH NV2P.
All right, Peter, I'm glad that worked out for you there, and got your antenna in, and yeah, maybe after breakfast tomorrow it might be warm enough to actually do something. So we'll see. But anyways, appreciate you being here. And Gibbs, that'll bring us over to you again. KQ4WYL. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, this is KQ4WYL. First, I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year's, and hope everything went well for you and everybody's family was safe. Like I said earlier, I decided to go with a vertical antenna after talking to a couple of fellow ham operators, and I had initially tried an antenna, but it didn't work. Didn't have enough space, so I decided to go vertical. So I ended up going down and getting that Common CHA 250 HD. So I'm going to be working on that tomorrow, and hopefully get that base station up and running. So I'm kind of excited now, and I'd like to get on it and start messing around with it a little bit. Other than that, take it back to the net.
All right, guys. Well, you and Peter both will be working on antennas tomorrow then, and hopefully you'll get them both up and running, and everything will be fine. So just be patient and get it right the first time. That's always a plus. Let's see, Jen, KN4, NRY, over to you.
All right, you caught me, Gene. Right when I took a bite of one of the most delicious grouper sandwiches I've had in a while. So I'm trying not to get anything on the microphone either. This is a challenge for me. So that said, I hope everybody has a great New Year. Good hearing everybody. And what can I say? In a way, I'm kind of glad the frenzy of the holidays is over. It's always just fun seeing family, friends, and hoo-ha, but it is a lot, you know. And so in a way, it's kind of nice to have the recovery, if you will. But traffic has still been bad. I'm waiting for that to let up a little bit with all the holiday hoopla going down. So anyway, shoot, what else do I got to say? T-minus 5 minutes for the SpaceX Falcon 9 countdown, so you can watch it live online or jump outside and look east, because night launches are actually pretty darn cool. So, all right, have a great weekend, y'all. KN4NRY, back to now.
All right, Jim. You got me curious now. Who fixed the grouper sandwich, you or Steve? Kind of me wondering about that. But anyways, glad you're enjoying it. And thanks for being here. And then that's going to take us on over to Earl, W9EJH. Earl?
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year also. Friday night free-for-all. Good to hear everyone on, and not doing too much today. We did go over to Homosassa, finish up some stuff we had to do over there, and then come back, and just been kind of hanging around the house today. Didn't even get in the radio room until just a little bit ago, and then I got to call one of guys, KD9C IT. I'm going to call him back up north. He hollered on the radio when he went mobile, so we'll catch him on once he gets home there for a little bit, and then I'm going to go back in the house. And I don't think I did go over to Giz's the other day. We looked at the situation, and what he had wasn't going to fit in the place we got. We don't have enough park here unless you get out somewhere else in the field, which that doesn't work very well. So I suspect that's why we talked about going with the vertical. That'd be probably the only way to get around that. And I was just looking up the specs on a CHA 250 HD, and it looks like it'll transmit at 3.5 to 57 megs, so that should cover his 80 through 6 meters. That would be kind of nice, and get his radio on the air and start to learn how to do HF. I'm sure he'll love that. So maybe I'll be around tomorrow and give him a hand. And then that's about it for now. Gene, I'll turn the net back over to you, and everyone have a great week. Oh, and probably next Tuesday morning we're going to have the Red Oaks meeting at the Small Hall. If anybody wants to stop over, everybody's welcome. Anybody from anywhere. Small Hall on 20th Avenue, just north off of Highway 48. So that's right by the Walmart there, and just past the right by the Mexican restaurant. Turn the 20th Avenue and go north, and it'll take you right to the Small Hall on the left side. So W9EJH, back to net control.
All right, Earl. Well, certainly appreciate you being here, and yeah, I hope you all have a good weekend as well. Hopefully see you all tomorrow, but go from there. And let's see, next up will be Bobby, KX4RS. Bobby?
Good evening, Gene. We're on the net. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Back to you, KX4RS.
All right, Bobby. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And let's see. Next up will be Ed, KC2YPV. Ed, a little bit on the chilly side up your way as well, huh?
Good evening, Gene. KC2YPV here. Yeah, it's supposed to get a little chilly over the weekend. Right now it's about 30, and talking of going down to the 20s. So I guess I'll be doing a little indoor radio playing. And I just want to, again, wish everybody a Happy New Year. And I'll send it back to net control. KC2YPV.
K4HOG.
All right, Ed. I certainly appreciate you being here, and hope you'll have a good weekend if it is indoor, and hopefully you'll make some good contacts up there, or somewhere from up there anyways. All right, Nate, KO4RBG. That brings us over to you, sir.
Not a whole lot to report. I've been a busy week, and it's starting to drop down into the lower digits, so we'll see how next week is going to roll. Not a whole lot radio related that I got done, although I did pull some of the accessories out and went through some of the stuff and reorganized my radio desk so that it'll be ready for me to hook up the antenna and power up a base station here pretty soon. So that should be done probably this spring, or by this spring, I mean. Then I won't be on Echolink as much, or as often, at least in theory. Although it is super convenient to be able to just walk around with my phone instead of being tied to a chair. And I guess I'll see everybody that's going to be there at breakfast in the morning, and other than that, back to net control. KO4 RBG clear.
And this is KI4LH for the Friday Free For All Net. Well, Nate, it's called crossband, buddy. Get a radio that you can do some crossbanding with, and a little HT, and walk all over your property probably with that. And then you got the benefit of a good mobile or base station type radio with all the power you need to get out and do what you need to do, and still just got a little walkie-talkie in your pocket. So same difference. So crossbanding. All right, Nate brings us to the end of the list here, number 17. So about 13 people shy of what I was hoping for tonight, but maybe some people still partying. But anyways, do we have anybody else out there that'd like to join us here for the Friday Free For All Net? If so, please give me a call.
This is Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Delta Quebec over here in Spring Hill. Good evening. First name is Al.
Hey Al, I've got the Kilo Quebec 4, was it Tango, what was the rest of it?
Quebec 4 Tango Delta Quebec, and we're down here a little south of Weeki Wachee.
Yep, I think we talked before there, but anyways, let me see if anybody else out there. Anyone else like to join us here on the net?
Hi, Chief. This is KQ4 EHM, Dan and Lady Lake.
All right, Dan, KQ4, what was the last three again?
Echo Hotel Mike.
All right, got you in there. Anybody else? 80 RIS, Gary and Bushnell. KD0 RIS, got you, sir. Anybody else? All right, well, we'll go back to Al here for a minute. KQ4 TDQ, I think it was. So Al, over to you, sir.
I heard you having a net out there. I just happened to be turning through my channels to see who was out there and stopped in. We're in a situation over here where we're located is that we can talk into your repeater up there, or we can talk into the Tampa Bay repeater. It seems to be on the same frequency, but it's got tones that are different for down there. Hope everybody had a good Christmas holiday, and hope we have a good New Year's. Doesn't seem like this New Year's is starting off too good with all the stuff going on, but we wish for the best for everybody. So that's how it sits. We got a hex beam we ordered, and we're just waiting for that to get delivered so we can put one of those hex beams up. So back over to you, net control.
All right, Al. Yep, the other one, the 147030 down there in Largo, and yeah, the only difference is the PL tone. But yeah, you're kind of lucky. You're in the middle. You can go north or south, so that's a good thing. All right, hope you appreciate you being here, and hope you have a good New Year as well. All right, Dan, that brings us over to you, sir. If you can get back in there, so over to you.
Oh, thanks, Gene. Got in late. As you know, I'm on my HT, so sometimes I get you. Sometimes I can just listen in. Glad to be here. Want to wish everybody a happy New Year, and looking forward to the next one. Back to net control.
All right, Dan. Yep. Well, you're making it in tonight. A little scratchy and all, obviously, but you're making it in there. So appreciate you being here, and hope you have a good weekend as well. And Gary, that brings us over to you. KD0RIS.
Well, thank you, Gene, and hi to everybody on the net. Well, I'm out in the car, out in the field, watching the Falcon 9. It's just about gone. You can really see it up there in the sky tonight. It really looked good. That's about all I have. Back to net control.
All right, Gary. Well, appreciate you jumping in there. You at least rounded this off to 20. I was hoping to get 30 tonight, but, you know, the way it is, but at least you're number 20. All right. Is there anybody else out there who'd like to join us by chance? All right, nothing hurts. Anyone on the net have anything further for the net? Need a recap on anything? Anything at all? Alrighty, well, appreciate each one of y'all being here. Y'all are what makes the net worthwhile. You know, it's the members that join us here. So do appreciate it. Do hope that y'all have hope we all have a good 2025. Hope things get turned around a little bit. Get the economy going back in the right direction. That'd be a nice plus. And a few other things. And then hopefully all of us can enjoy this hobby. During the off season at least. enjoy the hobby when there's no storms and stuff here. So just appreciate what you have and help those that are in the newer folks that are trying to get it all figured out, help them get it figured out and get into business there. So again, do appreciate y'all being here. Have a great weekend and hope to see some of you at breakfast in the morning if I can muster it up to brave enough to get out there in that cold. But right now it's still 46, so not too bad. All right, this is SWLing for the Friday Free For All Net, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down now at 8:34 p.m. and turn it back to the normal amateur radio use. Good night, everybody.